Here's your weather video for this December the 24th, 2024. It's Christmas Eve and a little present for you, a weather present. Don't worry, you can take it back on Thursday. This is for James Adelont, one of the WeatherBrains panelists at Fox 23 in Tulsa. He created this little weather image right here, and I know my weather fans will know what this is. It is Elf on a Shelf Cloud. I'm not sure when he grabbed this picture, probably off of one of their sky cams, but I thought that was fun and something that we needed to take a peek at. Thanks, James A. He is the very punny and brilliant panelist on WeatherBrains. He does a fantastic job. And we love James very much. Let's go to the maps. Lots to talk about on this Christmas Eve. We've got satellite imagery of the northern hemisphere. I'm always fascinated by this. The movement of the sun across the visible satellite image here, the satellite located above the equator, and just fascinating cloud patterns across all of North America, Central America, down into South America here. Let's zoom in a little closer. Here in Alabama, you can see we're almost completely cloud-free. Lots of clouds out to the west thanks to one of those disturbances. Look at this little low right here off the Carolina coast. We've been talking about that all week long, and that's been bringing some clouds to the coast of the Carolinas and Georgia. It's moving on out. These clouds here in southwestern Georgia that kind of reached up into southeastern Alabama early this morning, kind of beginning to erode now. We got lots of clouds in the Great Lakes and the Midwest, and we got a disturbance that's moving out to the northeast from New England, and it's been bringing some snows to that area. Still some winter weather advisories for parts of West Virginia, Maryland, and Virginia early this afternoon. Continuing to zoom in here a little closer, centering our look there in southwestern Georgia. You can see Alabama sitting high and dry. A few rogue clouds, you look closely, coming across Marion and Winston counties. They had a hard time running into all that high pressure. Convection here over North Texas that had caused flash flood warnings to be issued for the Dallas metro area. And zooming in even closer, you can see those rogue clouds, but again, nothing else over the entire state of Alabama. All the clouds to the west of us, even closer. You can see just a beautiful day in progress across Alabama. Putting some station plots on there. And they're kind of small, hard to see. The College of DuPage site here does such a great job. Temperatures have warmed into the 50s in most areas. 61 this hour at Alex City. We've gotten all the way to 64 now at Montgomery. And let's see what let's pull up some more recent temperatures here. Not more recent, but let's get them where I can at least read them a little bit. 61 at Alex City. It's back down to 58 at Birmingham, 60 at Greenville, 62 at Troy, 61 at Dothan. Right now, the state's warm spot, obviously Mobile at 65, and the areas around Enterprise are at 63. But everybody's out of the 40s now, and we will take it. Now, I'll put the upper pattern across North America in motion and just let you see these disturbances, this train of disturbances, all running into this high-pressure system and just falling apart. Here comes another one, but the 29th, you see it just falls apart. But as we go through time, they eventually begin to erode the ridge. Here's this system swinging through on the 2nd of January. Whoa, wait a minute. It makes a turn, a little deepening there, gets stronger, eroding that ridge, setting the stage into the period. Nice system sitting out there at the end of the period, a pretty deep trough over the eastern United States. And that spells colder conditions for sure. Now, I'm going to run you through the GFS real quick, but I'm going to go back and zero in on the European. This is the GFS today showing all of that rain, a little bit of thunder there in North Texas, caused the flash flood warnings in the Dallas area, southeastern Oklahoma, Arkansas getting rain. As we go through tonight, Alabama stays dry. That's the case. We probably see some clouds developing overnight, not anything past that. Don't see any showers here. So if we believe the GFS, we think the showers don't materialize on Christmas Day. The European is a little more bullish on the idea. We'll see that in a second. So I left the idea that we could have a shower over southwestern sections in the forecast. So now, going into Thursday, the 26th, a few showers over West Alabama. Maybe the high is beginning to relax a little bit, but we stay dry for the most part throughout the day. Maybe an early shower in the west, mix of clouds and some sun. High temperatures struggling to get to near 60 will probably be in the upper 50s north of I-20, lower middle 60s to the south. And then as we move on into Friday, this high pressure is holding on pretty strong there, sitting on the North Carolina-Virginia border, 1,032 millibars. This is, 9 a.m. on Friday. That early morning period, we're dry. Through noon, we're dry. Going up to, 3 o'clock, we're dry. And that's great news for the Birmingham Bowl that will be at Protective Stadium. Kickoff at 2:30 on Friday. That's going to be a fabulous game with Georgia Tech and Vandy. I'm going to, now that I've got a little bit more of this modeling I'm going to use that. Moving on back to Friday, you see, some of that rainfall activity settles into North Alabama during the night, Friday night. I think that's probably pretty possible. The rain becomes more likely on Saturday, pushes on through pretty quickly. Sunday morning, it's on out of here. Sunday afternoon, Monday looks dry. Monday night, GFS doesn't see anything till Tuesday morning. The European's a little faster and a little harder hitting with the system. GFS has a system in here on the night of Thursday the 2nd. We turn colder. And then another bigger system, as you saw the progression of those disturbances getting stronger. This is Tuesday the 7th. That's a pretty good little storm system there with the low pressure centered east of Texarkana, shifting out to the northeast. Heavy snows for the Ohio Valley, especially for central Indiana, places like Indianapolis. And we could see some strong storms. We'll take a peek at that in as a matter of fact, I think I'll just hop over there real quick. And we'll kind of take a look at that because we're going to leave the GFS here and go to the European. So a little narrow band of instability there the night of the 7th. So that could be some thunderstorms for Alabama. Some of those could be strong. We'll see how that goes. Now I'm going back to the 0Z run of the European. And this is, today. Obviously we're dry. This is tomorrow. Well, I can't decide where we are. This is Tuesday the 24th. I'm so sorry. This is noon today, and we're dry. We stay dry tonight. We're dry into Wednesday morning. Few showers show up over western Alabama during the afternoon tomorrow, south and southwestern Alabama. We'll see that in a minute. We're moving into Thursday morning. You're heading back out to the mall to take back that elf on a shelf, if they'll take it back. I don't know if they'll take that thing back or not. But we've got dry conditions over Alabama. Still probably cloudy. I think we get some sunshine during the day. So I'll say partly sunny. High temperatures are going to be upper 50s in the north, low to mid 60s in south central Alabama. We get into Thursday night. High pressure still hanging on, and this is important because we're getting into Friday, and we've got a bowl game to play. Birmingham's Protective Stadium. This is a great matchup between Georgia Tech out of the ACC and Vanderbilt out of the SEC. 2:30 kick. Getting ready for pregame, and I know there's going to be tremendous tailgating. Talking to the folks at the BJCC, going to be fabulous amount of tailgating going on under the City Walk area. It's going to be fabulous to go down there early, be a part of it. It's going to be mild. High temperatures, going to be heading toward low 60s, so we'll be in the 50s pregame. It should be a great day for football, just cloudy. Now, the GFS, remember, kept us fairly dry. The European is a little more wet. But it's mainly areas to the north and west of I-59 through noon. It encroaches maybe a little bit. Can't rule out a shower. During the game. So you have to keep that in mind. And that rainfall boundary sets up somewhere in the I-59 corridor there through the afternoon. So we'll watch that very carefully. We'll hope to shoo it back to the northwest, but we'll remember to take our rain gear as we head to the stadium on Friday. The good news is the temperatures will be mild. Now, we go through Friday night. The activity sort of weakens a bit, but it gets a little bit of a rejuvenation as we get into Saturday morning, and the boundary pushes a little further to the southeast. Low pressure there near Oklahoma City beginning to move to the northeast Saturday morning. Line of showers, heavier rain now developing for western Tennessee back to northern Mississippi, and that will be pushing into Alabama. This is the European for 9 p.m. Saturday night, showing a band of showers and thunderstorms moving into central Alabama. It should be kind of weakening. I've probed that look and just don't see anything that says severe. Nothing that makes me worry that we're going to deal with any kind of real significant severe weather, but there could be a strong storm or two in there. We'll watch it closely, of course. You know how that goes. But this is moving out of here. The rain is mostly gone by 9 a.m. on Sunday, and it's pushing into Georgia, pretty much gone by noon. And the rest of the afternoon we spend clearing, a little bit cooler. We get into Monday morning. We'll see highs. We'll see low temperatures Monday morning in the 40s, and then but still fairly mild. We don't have regime change on the air mass, so we're still in the middle 60s for highs on Monday. But now here's the European. This is a lot more bullish on precipitation than the GFS was. Stronger low there, tracking along the Ohio River. This is by New Year's Eve morning at 6 a.m. We've got scattered showers across Alabama. But the good news is it's fast-moving, hard-hitting, not hard-hitting, but fast-moving system. It's out of here. And it's gone for whatever your festivities are for New Year's Eve. You're going out to dinner, going to a party, shooting some fireworks, whatever that is. You should have good weather for that. New Year's Day looks dry and colder. Temperatures falling back into the 50s for highs. We'll start off in the 40s. And you see the colder thicknesses there January the 2nd. But we stay dry. System pushing to our north. And that won't cause us any problems. Another system moving in here by the 6th. Snow stays to the north. That system never really clears out, so a second round of it comes through on the 7th, and that gets us kind of out to the end of the period. This is the HRRR. Just to kind of look at the radar here, the projected radar, to see what we might expect. And I don't know why. Well, I guess because my timing is all goofed up here, so let's fix that real quick and let's go back now, going hour by hour through this afternoon. We're watching this area here in southeastern Texas because that's where some active thunderstorms could develop, and you see that's happening. This is 8 p.m. tonight down there around Lufkin, College Station, some strong storms, and we'll watch those very carefully. They kind of congeal into a squall line that moves through the Houston area around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and that rain area moves on out. But here in Alabama, you see we're high and dry, not experiencing really, any problems. Let's kind of take a peek at, any of our severe weather parameters here just to see, what those lightning flash rates look like first. Yeah, we get some storms in there, but that doesn't look, nothing there looks too crazy. I don't think we'll see any significant tornado parameters. We got some parameters around 1, but you really on the HRRR, you gotta really pop this scale to make that become something that we're concerned about. But there will be some CAPE there. You see, that's 1,500, 2,000 joules of CAPE. So that's nothing to sneeze at, and we'll watch that. But as we go on out through the period, of course, no CAPE anywhere near Alabama. The NAM, one of our other convection allowing models, shows that same activity in southeastern Texas, but out through 60 hours, which goes out through Thursday night. Nothing for us to worry about. We'll kind of step through these precipitation forecasts off the European, since that's our model of choice. Through tomorrow morning, nothing over Alabama. During the day, Wednesday night, Mobile could get some rain. Southwestern Alabama, maybe a trace as far north as Tuscaloosa. That's why we'll leave that in the forecast, there for Wednesday. That idea that we could have an isolated shower in western sections Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Rainfall amounts fairly light all day Thursday night. You kind of get the idea. Areas along I-22, US 280, and northeast don't get anything. And then by Saturday morning, that's kind of changing. Friday night, we do see some rain moving in, somewhere a quarter to some areas getting a half inch. And then by Sunday, most everybody's getting a pretty decent little amount of rain. Now, switching over to the precipitation total by the end of the period, this is the Europeans' depiction. And let's slide back one run here and take it all the way out. Forecasting some pretty decent amounts. As much as 4 inches on the high side down, along the U.S., the U.S. 80 corridor, around I-85, Auburn, Lynette Valley, those sort of areas. But, between 1.5 and 2 inches everywhere else. Now, anomalies, that's really not that much rain for this time of year, moving into January, for sure. And the European or the GFS is much more bullish. I'm going to go out to the end of the period. And this is the 12Z run from today. It's not quite as bullish, 1.5 to 2 inches, but I want to go back and show you a couple of these other. Of course, those don't exist. The most bullish run was the 06Z run last night. It was popping some 6-inch amounts in northwest Alabama. The 0Z run last night was not quite as impressive, especially for south central Alabama. But you get the idea that it's going to be wet, and that's not a bad thing. We could use it. Let's go temperatures here. We'll start off with our lows. These are lows for Wednesday morning. Still chilly. Santa's going to be gonna have to bundle up. He's going to have to layer. I think he's used to it. 32 to 34 across Tennessee Valley, 32 to 36 across central Alabama. Thursday morning, 39 to 42 across the Tennessee Valley, 41 to 44 across central Alabama. By the time we get into Friday, we're 4 or 5 degrees warmer, middle 40s, upper 40s across the northern part of the state. We're moving toward the lower 50s in the central part. By Saturday morning, it's a different story. The warmth is beginning to really take hold. Most areas in the 50s, really only northeast Alabama will not be. You can see the cold front, the impact as it begins to sweep through on Sunday. Full effect by Monday morning. We're back in the 40s. That little system swinging by, but you can see progressively colder. We're back near freezing by the 2nd and the 3rd, and a pretty solid freeze there for North Alabama on the 4th. So got that to look forward to. Here's temperatures off the National Blend of Models for the highs. Average high around 60 today. No, I mean tomorrow. Sorry. Do I have today? Well, if I want to get you today, I would have to go back here. And let's do that. This is, well, no, that won't even do it. What? Yeah, there we go. Highs today, generally 50s. Southwestern sections get to near 60. Wednesday highs, a few degrees warmer. We'll call the average 60 degrees. We get in, back one more day. Thursday looks a lot like that. High about 60. 62 on Friday, we'll take it. Ooh, 68 on Saturday. May have to up that forecast a little bit. Let's take a peek at what these moisture levels might look like off the National Blend of Models. I'm zooming forward a little bit here. Yeah, that's what I was seeing. 62, 63 degree dew points. That's not that's certainly conducive for thunderstorms. and we'll have to watch that. Sunday highs still in the middle 60s. We're still mild on Monday. Tuesday we're still mild, but then you see the temperatures start to drop as we get into that period. Now this is the GFS ensemble, and it's showing. Let's see, the GFS ensemble is showing some decent rainfall amounts. The control is getting on up there. It's near 4 inches for Birmingham, but the ensemble mean is approaching 3 inches. So, we'll take that. Nothing wrong with that. We can use it. And back to that, and I'm going to pick up the latest one. And I don't think I'm out to 348 hours. It's still forecasting over 2 inches of rain, and there probably was another system waiting to come through at the end of that. But now, here's our famous favorite graph. This is the National Blend of Models, temperatures, the mediagram over the next 12 days or so. 59 today, 61 tomorrow, 62 on Friday. Then we'll be flirting with 70 by Saturday. We'll take it. 65 Sunday and Monday. Fall off just a little bit as we go off the kind of the end of the period here. Wanted to remind you the WeatherBrains show dropped this morning. I always love our titles, and I always get petrified when I see that 988, because we've got a show 1000 coming up. We got a lot of work to do. Show's about to turn 19 years old. That's hard to believe. And the title this week, Free Beer at the Tiki Bar, but that really belies the seriousness of the show. Our friend Mark Sudduth joining us for WeatherBrains. Well, that's your weather video for this Christmas Eve afternoon. I sure am enjoying these two-a-days this week. Thank you for the opportunity to do this. And I hope you and your family have a very, very Merry Christmas. Track Santa tonight on Flight Radar. I'll be doing that. I'll share a couple of those blog posts. Kids, get in bed early. You don't want to be up when Santa hits the rooftop. That's not ever a good thing. And I hope you get everything that you're looking for in your stocking tomorrow morning. But I'll be back with another video late tonight for you first thing on Christmas morning as we open more presents together. And then I will also be back with another video tomorrow afternoon as we continue our two-a-days while the great James Spann is on vacations. Have a great day until I get to talk to you again. As I always tell you, keep an eye to the sky, because you'll always have something fun to look at. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.